Hey guys, welcome back to another episode on Aphrozodiac. The Scorpio is here with me today, y'all. She's not in the video today, but she is in the background blowing me. So today's video, if y'all can't tell by the title, is dealing with stress, because stress is really something that everybody goes through. I know a lot of people are going through stress. I'm going through stress, and it's just something that I feel like, needs to be talked about, because sometimes people can be scared of stress and they don't want to talk about it. They throw it in the back of their minds and just try to forget about it, but it's always there and it's going to creep up on you, and you rather be able to face it head on than to try to just like mask it, and that doesn't really work all the time. So stress is something that you can't control. Stress can come from school, it can come from work, it can come from your family, like it can just come in unexpected moments, and it's really out of our control. That's just life. A lot of the time life just comes and brings us things that we can't handle, and it brings us stress. It happens to everybody. So even if you think you're the strongest person out here, it's going to happen to you. It's just life. Stress can be brought on by many different things, but you always have to remember somebody is stressing and struggling way worse than you are, and you can't allow people to necessarily say that to make your stress seem like it's not important, because everybody struggles, and problems are all important in a different way. But just, I guess, if it gives you any ounce of hope that your struggles will get better, you got to think about somebody always worse off than you are. I remember I was in high school, and I haven't been out of high school that long. I was in the 11th grade, and I was a terrible kid, y'all, in school. Me and Scorpio were just bad, and it cost me my 11th grade English class. And where I'm from, English is like a requirement. You can't get out of English class. You can't like go to the next one if you ain't passed the last one. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. You have to pass English, and I didn't pass English. I didn't pass a lot in 11th grade. 12th grade came around, or the summertime, and I got my last report card like after a few weeks had gone into us being in the summertime going to the next grade. So my report card was some trash, y'all. And my dad was like, you gonna have to go to summer school, or you gonna have to go to night school, whatever. So we looked at our options, and we saw that night school was an option. I could just go, night school started at I think like 5:30 or something like that, and I could just go there after I finished day school, because it ended around the same time as night school started. He paid for that class, and then he paid for the class that I had to take online. I had to take 2 classes, and I had a full schedule during the day. I was in school like 6 days a week, y'all. Like, seriously. On Saturdays, I had to do that class. I had to log in and do something on that class on Saturdays. And he took a lot of the stress away from me, because he helped me out with the online class, because I was just overwhelmed with school. And I mean, it was my fault, but that's my dad. He took a lot of the stress on for me. He did the whole online class himself. Like, I did like the first week or 2 of it, and I told him I couldn't handle it. So he just did it himself, and he passed it with an A. My day school classes, I did myself. And it was a struggle, y'all. Like, it was just a struggle to get up every day. And, a lot of people in school are like, just, if they had a full schedule as a senior, it was just like BS classes that they didn't really even need to go to, or yet let alone pass. And some of them who didn't have the BS classes had a half a day. I was upset more so with myself than anybody else, just because I could have been one of those students, but I was just playing around too much. I didn't get half a day, and I didn't, I ended up working harder than I ever worked in high school, and it was just a struggle for me. I just don't know how I could have done it without my dad helping me out, and like, I'm just grateful. So after high school, I started to work. That just became stressful in itself. I had to be an adult. Like, I don't like working. Like, I never had to work before high school, during high school. Like, I never had any of that. So it was just hard, because I didn't want to do it. And then I began to like find different ways to relieve my, not necessarily stress, but just find ways of release that helped me feel like it's okay if you go to work, because you'll you making money and all of this, but you have a way to release all of your negativity. I got the little adult coloring books with these like sort of type of things behind me. I have an Xbox. I started to play that. I don't know. I just was testing out different things. But once I started to write in my journal, it was like a whole different story. And that wasn't until recently. And I've been out of high school since 2013. So I've been dealing with trying to find a stress reliever for almost 4 years now. Like, it was hard, but you'll find it, and finding that release is going to make you feel so much better. With me personally, the journal was one thing, but to be actually making videos and actually saying how I feel without, you know, having to have the backlash of other people's personalities trying to clash with mine, is just so relieving. Like, y'all don't understand. Okay, so I'm going to get into the Zodiac portion of this video. What I personally think would be best for you guys. So I feel like for the water signs, which is Pisces, Cancer, and then Scorpio, water signs really love like music, and they love to indulge in like creativity. They're very, very creative people. Whether that's with Scorpio, likes to do makeup. Her eye makeup, be doing all of that. Look, that stuff be looking bomb. I know a lot of Cancers that like to do music. Cancers are real like wishy-washy, so they can really express themselves through music. And Pisces like to listen to music. They like to get tattoos. They like to do stuff that's very expressive. And I feel like as a stress relief for a water sign, y'all have to be able to express your creativity in some kind of way. Now for a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, then Sagittarius, I feel like with us, we have to be more where we in the spotlight. Like, people got to be paying attention. We need attention. And that's where our outlet comes. When we get that attention that we want, all of our worries like go away, because somebody's paying attention to us, and we can entertain somebody and make somebody, whether we look foolish doing it or not, like, which I don't. That's the way that a fire sign has to release our stress. Oh my God, earth signs, y'all are very, very, y'all have to like just full on dive into your work. Y'all have to do something that is beneficial to your life, not only just your energy release, your stress release, getting your mind off of your stress, and you making money at the same time. That's great. I know a few like earth signs that like to work out because it's a stress release, but it's also healthy for their body. Your stress release has to be beneficial to your life in a certain way. So do something that's, you know, gonna make you feel good in more than one way. And then air signs. I feel like with air signs, they're very dependent on people. All of them are. Gemini's not as much as Libra and Aquarius, but they can be dependent too. And I feel like for energy release for them, they need to be around people that are like them. They need to go out and have fun, go to a party, maybe get a drink or two. You know what I'm saying? If you're an air sign, you don't drink, it's cool, whatever. But y'all need to go out and have fun. When air signs get stressed out, y'all can like be so low key, and you just kind of exit the real world because your stress is taking over you so much. Like, y'all can exit from the real world, especially in Aquarius. So if you an air sign, especially in Aquarius out there, y'all need to go out and have fun, not go and close doors and just soak and dwell in your own sorrow. Like, don't do that. That's not healthy at all. Another thing about each of the elements, water signs, what you shouldn't do is indulge in drugs and alcohol. I'm saying this because I really have seen it in real life. Water signs are very, very they will indulge in drugs deep. Fire signs, like I said, we need that attention. So don't go out here looking foolish. Fire signs, come on now. Like, you can't do that. You just don't look foolish and still think you look bomb. Earth signs, don't indulge in your work too much. When I say that, you gotta do it moderately, because you are going to overload. Y'all overthink everything. All the earth signs, y'all just overthink everything. Air signs, last thing, just don't what you shouldn't do to release your stress is the same thing pretty much as air signs. It's water signs. Don't indulge in drugs and alcohol. Not so much the drugs, but the alcohol, because y'all air signs don't be knowing how to act. Y'all get real wild and crazy when y'all get drunk. Right, so we have come to the end of our video. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. Now, I'm gonna try to post like 2 or 3 times a week, at the least 2, at the most 3. I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.